Dealing with a narcissist. Now, this is something that is often, kind of thrown around, that term, narcissist and narcissism, NPD. And I understand it because we as humans are typically a little bit selfish and sometimes self-centered, so we may come across in a narcissistic way. But there is actually, definition for narcissist or narcissism, NPD. It is a personality disorder, hence the name NPD. PD is personality disorder. So my first advice would be avoid. But I know it's not that easy. Because these narcissists, true narcissists, they are crafty. They are. And it is by design that they do, the things that they do. Is to achieve control over somebody. That's the ultimate goal. And once they start to lose control over the person that they believe they have control over, that's when it gets ugly. How to handle one? Well, if you are unfortunately a victim of a narcissist and you are in a narcissistic relationship, I'm going to give you some advice. Number one, do not engage. Don't. They will push your buttons. They will push every button you have, and probably buttons that you've borrowed from the future life. They will push them, and they will push you and push you and push you. And what happens is when you get upset, you lash out back, and then your self-esteem and your self-worth is diminished. This is where the narcissist wants you, in a diminished place, because then they have more control. So do not engage, because you're not going to win. You're not. No matter what clever thing that you have to say to refute whatever it is that they are saying to you, you're not going to win. Do not waste your time and energy and effort on trying to beat the narcissist, because you'll only end up beating yourself up, and it's not okay. So first advice is stay strong and do not engage. No matter what, just don't engage. It'll piss them off. It will. But them being pissed off is far better than you succumbing to that and, trying to engage and trying to win an argument or trying to defeat the narcissist, because you're only going to defeat yourself. Now, I understand it's not that easy, because probably by the time you realize that the person that you're with is a narcissist, the damage has been done. But you don't need to further that damage, and you can start healing yourself without compounding the damage and making the damage worse. Do not engage. No matter what, do not engage. Walk away. Do whatever it is that you have to do, but do not engage. Just agree with them. Say, sure, okay, thanks. Thanks for this advice. Thanks for telling me. Just play it off and walk away. Do not engage. And then if you really want to get this is kind of fun in a kind of not so great way, but you can kind of, start to separate yourself emotionally by saying random things. What I mean by random things is if you can feel them warming up, because you'll start to see the pattern when they are going to start unleashing on you and beating you down, is when they feel that they're losing control. That's going to get worse, and you will know the telltale signs that it's coming. So you can say random things to them, like, oh, hey, I was thinking, and then stop. Oh, never mind, and walk away. You have to walk away, because what will happen is you're leaving something open, and it's going to drive them crazy. And, if you know in the back of your mind that you're doing this as part of the game to save yourself and save your sanity, remind yourself of that often, because they're going to start to unravel. If you keep doing this and not engaging, they will unravel, and it's going to get worse. The abuse that they throw at you will become worse. But if you know in the back of your head that you have an escape plan, or you're going to have an escape plan, and you don't need to withstand this abuse, have a little fun with it so you can maintain your sanity. It's super important to maintain your sanity and your middle ground so that you don't start to unravel. And, there's things that you can do. Like I said, random things, random comments with no end will drive them crazy. And what will happen is they'll start to get inside their own head, questioning themselves. They will never admit it. Never. A narcissist will never admit that they're a narcissist. They may or may not know, but they will never admit to any kind of defeat or possible defeat. They will prey on every type of thing that you are, vulnerable to make you feel guilty. Do not feel guilty. Do not feel guilty because someone else is a narcissist. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you're in a relationship with a narcissist, because they sucked you into their web and they know how to do it. That's part of the disorder that they have. Now, having said that, can a narcissist change? Well, I've read that they can in fact change, but it takes an enormous amount of work. An enormous amount of work. And first they have to admit that they have a problem. Good luck with that one. It's probably not going to happen. So your best bet, if you want to maintain yourself and your sanity and stop the abuse, is to have an exit strategy. And start building your exit strategy while pulling yourself back from the control of the narcissist. And it's not easy. I know it's not. But don't allow yourself to be victimized, because if you allow yourself to be victimized, that's going to diminish your self-worth. So just, like I said, random things and do not engage, that combination will drive them to, a bad place. It will, because they'll start questioning everything about themselves. They'll start trying to find more devious ways to get to you. Just be strong and know what you're dealing with. Know it's a personality disorder and know that you can't change it. So you have to survive it until you're able to break free from it.